Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Art of Fine Dining. This is day one of 5-day training where we are going to polish your skills, your knowledge, your language, and of course everything that will be helpful to provide your guests with unforgettable experience in the restaurant. My name is Ned, and I'm training young people to become great waiters from Las Vegas to Dubai and beyond for many years now. If you're new to the channel or you have not subscribed yet, please do so now so you stay in the loop and of course you support our efforts. Next model is personal presentation and polished language skills. Just like your posture and your movement, your language is now on a completely different level. We don't use guys, we don't use many words that we usually use in our normal daily conversations. We have to be aware that the guests we are talking to are accustomed to a completely different language, and we have to be able to provide it. We use ladies and gentlemen, we use thank you, please, all things that you will use when you're meeting your wife or your husband family, like for a first time. Imagine that, like you're gonna be using the most pleasant and friendly and eloquent language that you could possibly use, right? Because you want to make a nice impression. And that's how it is with our fine dining guests. Eloquent communications. So, let's see now. Personal presentation and polish skills. Personal presentation. How do you look? Absolutely crucial. Your uniform. Are you shaved for the gentlemen? How is your hair done for the ladies? How is your nails? I mean, the guys, those people, they see everything. Your nails cut or not, dirty or clean. Every single thing matters. Like I said, every detail matters. First impression. There are no second chance for first impression, guys. And first impression is a lasting impression. Those guys, those people that come into the restaurant, you impress them from the first moment they see you, and you put the relationship on a completely new level. You win their trust immediately. They like you, they trust you, they know they're in good hands, and they sit down and they feel comfortable and they feel happy. Now, if your first impression is terrible, my God, try to get away from this for the rest of the evening. Your whole communication with the guests will be much more difficult. And providing this exceptional, exceeding guest expectation service will be almost impossible. So first impression matter. Make sure that you're on top of your game meeting the guests. Confidence and trust. Now, the more confident you are in your gestures, in your postures, in your speaking, you are winning the trust of your guest. And once you have the trust of the guest, everything else is so much easier. All right? Attention to details. Again. Now, if you pay attention to your uniform, if you pay attention to your movement, the guests will know that you will pay attention to their needs. That's how it is. It's, correlated. Now, verbal communication skills. Like I said, we need to adapt our language to match the formality of the restaurant. This is not anymore the family restaurant or the upscale restaurant or the fast-paced restaurants that we've been working before. Once we get to the fine dining, we have to change our attitude, our movement, and our language. So we have to use proper grammar, we have to speak clearly. We should never use slang. And like I said, thank you, please, ladies and gentlemen, most certainly. We don't use sure, yes, of course. No, we gotta completely get rid of those words now. Another factor of communication is active listening. Now, when we are communicating with guests, in the fine dining especially, guests love to talk. We have to listen very carefully, and we have to hear what the guests are saying, because they're giving you clues about their preferences, about their experience so far, and you can take those clues and then make the proper suggestion, or maybe you can enhance their evening by taking the cues from their information and giving them something extra that they would not usually expect. So, listening to the guests helps you tailor your response and recommendations accordingly. Empathic communication. If there's something missing in our world right now, is empathy, guys. We should strive to understand and resonate with our guests. What are their feelings? What are their preferences? What they experience right now? What they're going through? Empathy enables us to provide personalized service, and just go beyond and take those extra steps to wow the guest with our performance. Try to implement empathy in your daily routines, not only with the guests, but also with your colleagues, and then of course in your life in general. Positive language and tone. Use positive language and tone, because this positivity transforms the guest mood. They feed on this positivity. Your confidence, your positive appearance, your positive language, your positive tone just feeds the guest, and they respond in the same way. All right? So we have to avoid negative phrases. All right? And we have to adopt this warm and welcome tone that makes guests feel valued and appreciated. Effective menu descriptions. Now, most of the guests that come to a restaurant, especially a fine dining restaurant in other country, they are not familiar with these names. We have to be able to effectively describe those dishes to the level of understanding of our guest. So that's why knowledge of the menu is crucial, but you have to also work on your explanation. If a guest visit an Arab country, they have a lot of Arab dishes, and I'm not familiar with the Arab dishes, right? When you're really visiting Italy, you might not be familiar what is parpadele, right? You see a parpadele on the menu, but what is that? You have no idea. So the waiter has to be able to bring this into your level of understanding and explain it clearly, so you can make the guest make educated choice. You have to work on that. Make sure that you can explain everything very nice, very clear to the guest, and you have to, of course, know the ingredients and the preparation methods and the timing of every dish, so you can really give all the information the guest needs. Handling special requests and complaints, like I said, we never say no to our guests. So, we are performers. We are trying to bring joy to our guests. And when they ask something, we always try to show them that we will do anything we could to provide that for them. All right? Most certainly, let me talk to my chef and they will tell me if that is possible, if we have the ingredients or whatever the request is. If it's a barkeeper, I want top shelf tequila, can you prepare the margarita with this tequila or so and so? Yeah, if you know exactly what the drinks are, yes, absolutely, we can do that for you, and so on and so on. But the thing is that you're talking to the guest with very polite, very friendly, and very professional manner, and then of course never say no. Always explain to them that we will do anything that we could possibly do to accommodate their requests. Here at the Waiters Academy, we are committed to providing comprehensive professional training that put waiters in the top 10% of our industry and help small family-owned restaurants to compete with multi-million-dollar chains by providing the highest quality service to their guests.